Put your hands together for William Krolowitz.
Yeah, make sure you have your cell phones on vibrate. Cell phone usage in public, it's gotten out of hand. I was in the restroom at my day job. Somebody was talking on their cell phone in the next stall. It's infuriating. Finally, I had to say something. It's like, hey, if I have to sit here and listen to your dumb conversation, how in the hell am I supposed to come? My break's almost over. I'm trying to concentrate. Will you please shut the hell up? Or say something sexy. To which they replied, will you please leave the ladies' room? Come on, it's a joke. It's a joke. I've been at my job for nearly 30 years. I got written up one time in 30 years because I said nice tits to a coworker. And like I said to the boss, that is not sexual harassment because I said it sarcastically. To a male coworker who is wearing a white dress shirt without anything on underneath it. Come on. I think I can speak for all of us when I say don't want to see your dark hairy nipples in the workplace. It's Father's Day weekend. How about a nice round of applause for all the fathers out there? Give it up. I'm also a dad. Can you believe it? I have 2 grown sons, and my oldest son is a pretty boy, and I know what you're thinking. Oh, he must look like his mother. He does. He thinks my other son's my favorite because he looks like me. I'm like, he's not my favorite because he looks like me. He's my favorite because he doesn't look like my ex-wife. I met my ex-wife when we were in the Army, and we eloped without meeting each other's families, which I think was a big mistake. Because I did not realize I had married into a Sicilian family from New Jersey. I was shocked. My ex-wife's maiden name was Williams. What the hell kind of Sicilian family has the last name of Williams? The kind that's in the witness protection program. So not only are they mobsters, but they're all a bunch of freaking rats. My ex-wife Victoria and her brothers, Sal and Tony Williams. And her brother, he was pissed because we didn't get married in church. They might be cold-blooded killers, but they're really good Catholics. And he says to me, so in the eyes of God, my sister's a whore? Whoa, whoa, man. His sister's not a whore. Not yet. We'll get there. He said, how did you meet my sister? I said, that's an interesting story. I met your sister when we were in the Army. Your sister was in my unit. Next thing I know, my unit was in your sister. Oh! That's right, your sister, my unit. So we had 2 kids. And it didn't work out. We weren't suited for one another. And she was getting out of the Army, and I was going to Europe, and we decided to get a divorce. And I took the 2 sons to Europe with me, and she got remarried and had a couple more kids and got another divorce, and now she's living with some dude. That's cool. No judgments. But I raised my sons, and I just wanted, just don't be an asshole. That's all I asked. And I think that I achieved that. They took me out for Father's Day when they were still in college. And we're enjoying a nice Father's Day meal. A couple comes in with a 5 or 6-year-old kid. They sit down at the table next to us. The kid starts banging on the table. The parents say nothing. The kid gets up from the table, starts running around the restaurant like a lunatic. The parents just ignore it. One of my sons turns to me and goes, Dad, I want to thank you for not allowing us to behave like that. And when I have kids, I'm not going to let them behave like that either. I hope I can be as good a father to my kids as you were to me. I was like, oh, I was touched. I thought I was going to get emotional. So I reached out and I gently smacked him in the head. I said, get your elbows off the damn table. And I stuck my foot out and I tripped that little bastard as he ran by. Because it takes a village. And that kid has become a father. And he's the son that looks like me. He had a daughter that looks like him. My granddaughter looks just like me. She's beautiful. I tell her that all the time, and my son doesn't like it. He's like, don't tell her she's beautiful. Tell her she's smart. Yeah, she's not that smart. But when the baby was born, my ex-wife called me and she goes, what do you want the baby to call you? I'm like, I haven't even thought about it. The baby's just born. Well, I'm letting you know my man is Pawpaw. Your man ain't her Pawpaw? They're not related. Y'all aren't even married. No, I'm just telling you, he's Pawpaw. That's fine. I don't want to be Pawpaw. I'll be Grampy. What are you going to be? Meemaw? Of course, because she's a narcissist. So I got my granddaughter a Valentine's present. I got her a book on how to write cursive. And I called her up. And I said, did you get your present? She said, thank you. I said, will you be my Valentine? She's like, no. Why not? She goes, if you want to be my Valentine, you got to give me candy. Meemaw and Pawpaw sent me a box of chocolates. So let me tell you something, little girl. That's not your real Pawpaw. That's just some dude who's shacking up with Meemaw. Shacking up means living in sin, and that makes Jesus cry because in the eyes of God, your Meemaw's a hoe. In heaven, that's called the Hosanna. And your Meemaw is Hosanna in the highest. She said, how did y'all meet? I said, it's an interesting story, little girl. I met your Meemaw when we were in the army. Your Meemaw was in my unit. And that's where the story ends, because I'm talking to a child. Plus, I'll never admit to banging nobody named Meemaw. That's gross. Thank you.
Here we go for William Krolowitz.